Hey guys, it's Editing Emma. Two things for you. Thing one, we will not have an episode next week for August 4th, just due to busy schedules and us not being able to record. Uh, we will not have an episode next week for August 4th. I know this is crazy. We just decided that we take the week off instead of giving it to you guys late. I promise we'll be back for an episode on August 11th. Don't panic. The second thing, I want to apologize in advance for my audio in this episode. We had some technical difficulties like halfway through, and my microphone just stopped working. So I apologize for that in advance. Anyway, we hope you guys enjoy this episode.
Welcome to Cue the Mic. I'm Darren Worth.
And I'm the humidity, Randy Twyford.
Humidity? The humidity stricken?
Humidity stricken. It's just too fucking humid out.
Ain't that the truth?
The balls are sweating. The balls are sweating.
Okay.
Oh, Gold Bond medicated season. The biggest you can buy it on from Amazon.
Ooh, Amazon.
Yeah, they sell it.
Sprayer powder. Oh, wait. Hi, Emma.
I only do.
Hi.
Feel free to introduce yourself.
I mean, everybody
before we
knows
talk
me.
about
Randy's balls.
Randy's balls.
Okay. Well,
Groin area.
And I'm Emma
Groinal
Difflinger.
area.
And it's episode 119. Now you guys can talk about...
I'll be right back.
Jesus, Randy, what the He was the one that told us to hit record, was he not?
No, I'll be right back.
He was probably going to shit himself.
He can hear us.
When we get done recording the podcast, Randy and I normally stay on for 5 or 10 minutes. And all of a sudden he'll be like talking, and all of a sudden he'll give me this glazed look. And he'll go, I gotta go.
We don't have to worry about that today.
What?
Having to leave early.
Okay.
Why? What do you got?
Because, his body glide.
Body glide.
What's the body glide?
It's a stop chafing, rash, irritation, raw skin caused by rubbing for daily use. I haven't opened it up yet, but I got it just in case.
Just in case.
I've been using another prescription stuff, our old favorite. You know.
Really?
Yep, I got a new line on getting some of that. So if you ever need some mule, let me know.
I haven't really had a need.
I was just so fucking hot last week. With that goddamn fair and everything, and just got a small, and I'm like, might as well nip this in the bud.
A little small
rash.
Nope.
Small rash.
Nope.
Small
Darren,
chafing spot.
Yes.
And it just
not a major.
Not major.
No.
Not Dubuque major.
Oh God, no, not at all.
Not something that was going to need a 2-week prescription.
No. Just I wanted to get it to have on hand. Kind of like I guess inside I'm a drug addict or a drug dealer, because I just like to have that stuff on hand just in case, So
yeah.
But yeah, it's been very chafingly hot. Like that word, chafingly. Chafingly. Look it up, Emma. See if it's a real one. Chafing. That is the being in the state of chafing.
Yeah.
You know what that hot weather does?
What's that?
It makes the cucumbers grow.
Oh my, that is quite a cute.
Look at that beauty.
That's a nice cute you got there, mister.
Ooh, baby. Sherry came running into the house because I had just picked the cucumbers this morning, and I like the little 2-3 inch ones because I like to pickle those. And she came in. I sent her out to mow the lawn, get out of my
Oh,
hair.
you sent
Why
her
would
out to mow the lawn. Yeah, I bet
Yeah,
that
send
was
her out
true.
to mow the lawn. She's in charge of mowing the lawn. I said,
It's funny how wives are good at that. Marla mowed this morning too.
well, I said I better go to the warehouse and shoot the podcast. And she goes, well, if you want to do it here, I'll just mow the lawn. I said, okay. So I said, well, you better go mow the lawn. And so she comes running back in the house and she's like, you missed one. And I'm like, holy shit, that's like five times bigger than
So what are you going to make
I
out of
said,
that?
I might just eat this one.
Oh,
What just happened?
I don't know. I think your settings changed, Emma.
I do too, but I don't know how.
Check your settings. I think you lost your microphone.
Oh, I know what happened.
there you go. Nothing better than a big old batch of cucumbers and onions, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah. Do you like just the vinegar and sugar ones, or do you like them creamy ones?
Oh, the vinegar and sugar ones, just the basic ones, like Mom used to make.
Yep. Like Smokey
We-
D's makes.
We had something very interesting for lunch today. Recording this on Sunday.
Yeah.
Had a pulled pork sandwich here at home.
A Twyford pulled pork
Twyford
sandwich?
pulled pork sandwich. I pulled some pork this morning. We went out and harvested a little bit for sandwiches and had corn on the cob.
Did you put any barbecue sauce on it?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
What flavor?
Ours, Twyford barbecue sauce.
You did?
Yeah.
See, if I ever do that, I like to grab a little vinegar sauce.
Well, I never even thought about that, and we got a jar of that in the refrigerator. You know what I want to do? I need to get a jar of Chris Lilly's white barbecue sauce and try that on pulled pork.
Yeah.
I know I've had it sometime or another, but I've got about 3 different recipes for it. But I'd just soon buy a bottle of it,
What?
and we know what it is. So
Oh, there we go. I think I got
No.
it fixed, guys. I didn't?
No, it's not fixed.
we can't hear you.
Now your camera's fucked up.
Okay.
No, it's right now. I see it right now.
Can you? Okay, so now you can hear me?
No, you're
Sounds like you're in a
echoey.
well.
For fuck's sake.
Sound like Christ, you sound like your dog ate a tampon.
Where the fuck did that come from?
I don't think she heard that.
I think she did too, and marked you off. So we're on
Nope,
this on our
I
own.
don't think she heard that.
Oh, you don't think she must not have?
No. I think she just left us.
I think so too. Well,
That's
just
okay.
as long as we don't lose the recording, because it says we're 7 minutes in and we've got some good material.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
there.
We're not losing it. Oh, there she is.
There she's back.
How we doing there, Emma?
What in the fly? I touched one button. And everything broke.
Yeah, what'd you touch the button for?
And I can't hear you.
I can
I
hear
can
you
hear-
lovely.
whatever.
I can hear
Just
Randy.
keep going. I'll figure it out. You guys don't need me
Okay.
anyway.
Can you hear us?
Nope.
If you can hear it, if you say no, then how can you say can't hear us?
Okay. What about now?
Can we hear?
Yeah,
Can
we-
you hear us
No.
now?
I'm gonna.
What the hell, Emma? It's not that hard. And she thinks she's the technical
It doesn't matter.
wizard.
You guys talk about whatever you guys are talking about, and if I ever hear you again, then I'll join in. And if I don't, then I'll just be like a normal producer and not have an input. Just make sure, just don't say anything bad, because I can't hear
Oh,
you.
we won't. We won't. We won't.
Oh, we won't talk about your dog eating a tampon. That really happened, Randy.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Oh,
boy.
Emma Louise, you dumb. Please hold. Please hold. Well, you guys can keep talking. This is awkward. Go talk about something else.
Huh.
But it's kind of funny that your dog ate a tampon.
What? Why are you talking about that?
I think she can hear us again.
I think she can too.
Yeah, but my microphone's still not working.
Oh, we
That's
can
not,
hear you.
I think it
It's
is. I think it
just
is.
not the high frequency
Yeah,
quality
it's
of.
connected to my headphones.
Well, it sounds fine. It'll work.
Okay.
Hmm.
Second. So you guys were talking about my dog eating tampons?
Yeah.
That was tough.
I was waiting for your dog to jump up on your lap and say, "Is that Kotex or Tampax?"
Okay. Okay. She actually stayed at my parents' house again last night because my sister took him there. She ate 2 pairs of shoes. So,
She's
Again?
an eater, sounds like it.
yeah, if this dog dies, I'm just going to embrace it at this point.
I'm going to
Yeah.
guess that your mom's going to put a damn muzzle on the damn dog when it comes over.
Well, here's the thing. Mom wasn't even home. She wasn't supposed to be there. My sister and her boyfriend decided to go over there while I was gone, even though they were supposed to stay here. And then my sister sent me a text and said that she ate the shoes. And then she goes, I know I should have paid more attention to the shoes this time, but I didn't think she chewed on that kind because she ate a tennis shoe and a flip flop. And normally she eats like Birkenstocks. And I was like, Josie,
Oh, she's
no,
got
she doesn't have a type.
Okay. So prepare me
Okay.
for the morning. Please just tell me it wasn't your mom's shoes.
I have no idea whose shoes it was.
Okay, can you find that out before tomorrow
Yeah.
morning?
Yeah.
Because
I'll
I'll
ask right
figure out if I want to be there in the morning or not.
There
Yeah,
you go.
That's a good question. I'm kind of hoping they were my sisters, just because my sister was the one that forgot to pick them up, or maybe my brothers. But I asked. I didn't want to ask this morning because I was kind of mad, because obviously that was going to happen.
Maybe you could train that dog not to eat shit.
Okay, so she has. She lives
She's
in
a
a world of her own.
carnivore.
No.
She's a carnivore.
No. What
That's not
happens
that
is when the dog eats stuff, you go over and you slap the dog with the damn sandal.
So she eats them in the middle of the night, and she doesn't eat my shoes. Really,
Right,
because
but
I
it
pick them
doesn't
up.
matter. So if
So
the dog eats the Birkenstock, when the
can't
dog eats the
discipline her.
Birkenstock, you beat the dog with the Birkenstock.
I can't discipline her when I'm not there.
Bad
So
dog.
I
And
wonder
you
if
can't
your
discipline.
mom.
You can't discipline a dog too late after, because then it's just going to get confused because it has a short memory. So like it won't understand what it's being disciplined for if you discipline it
As the plot thickens.
What do you
too
think?
late.
As the world turns, Randy.
As
I'm
the
just.
world turns.
I don't. I mean, I'm aware of the problem, and it does need to get fixed. I mean, it cost me a bajillion dollars.
Oh boy. That kind of gets to
I'm
you.
gonna have to get
Hey.
a second job just to pay for her vet bills.
No.
It's fine. She's
Speaking of cajillion dollars,
Okay.
I had a little expense come up this week
Yeah.
that's probably going to cost me about $2,000.
Is it your generator?
It was the fucking generator again. The fucking
Really?
generator. Fuel problems. I got into some bad fuel someplace. They showed me in the fuel filter when they dumped it out, there was shit in it. And it's a brand new fuel filter. Then they put new fuel lines on. And we took it out Friday night and it ran fine. But yeah,
So why did they have to put, if you got into bad fuel, did you get it in the bottom of the tank fuel?
no, not at the bottom of the tank on the truck. We went someplace and got fuel.
No, I'm talking about where you fueled up, got some sediment.
Must have.
It
It's
was
a place that it's a place we normally don't get fuel from. There's one place in Springfield we normally get fuel, Haymakers.
Haymakers.
And yeah. And the boys can go in there and play the slot machines also while they got some time on their hands.
On the clock.
Oh, of course. So why? How would you have it any other way? You know. And they go in and play the slots a little bit, holding up the diesel fill line. You know, But then they bitch about when somebody's blocking the diesel line, and they let our truck sit out there. And it's not like it's a regular automobile or something that people don't know who it is. It's a big fucking box truck with Twyford Barbecue Road all over it, and somebody's going, those cocksuckers are holding up the diesel line. There's not that many diesel lines here, because that's what I would do. But anyway.
So why did they have to replace the fuel lines?
Because the fuel lines were brittle. And they were because they had never been changed on it. You'd have thought they would have changed it when they did the major overhaul, but no. We were just radiating it and stuff like that. And
so that was just a way to say, hey, these look brittle. We just need to really change the fuel filter. But these fuel lines, we can probably screw Randy for a little bit more. Let's just change the fuel lines where we're here.
Yeah, and they had to run to Springfield to get fuel lines, so there's another hour of labor. So
yeah.
So anyway, it's running. It went out Friday night. It's running, but yeah.
Yeah, matter of fact, we're getting ready to take a trip this week out to New York with the motorhome, and on my to-do list is to throw about a gallon of diesel 911 in just for stopping at places, because you're going to get water in the fuel, and it's just going to happen.
Will that 911 take the water out?
What?
Will that 911 take the water out of diesel fuel?
Oh yeah, heat'll take it out too.
Okay.
I got stuck here about a year ago. I was coming home from a contest in Minnesota, and I stopped at a little fuel stop, and I didn't want to. It was shady, but I had to. And I stopped, and by God, I got about 45 minutes down the road, and I lost all power. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. And I'm sat there on the side of the road, and it would idle, but I just had no power.
Sure.
And I'm like, I wonder if I've got water in the fuel. And I just happened to, I hadn't cleaned it out from the wintertime. I happened to have some heat, a bottle of heat, because I always use heat because it's got the long neck bottle on it, the red. And so you don't have to carry a funnel.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that.
Like 911, you have to carry a damn funnel,
it's got a little
because all these trucks have that. You got to get that flap in. You got to have a funnel. Whereas heat, you can actually just take the lid off of it and shove the whole long neck bottle down there on these treatments.
I'll have to look into that.
So I always carry the red heat bottles around. And so I put that red heat in there, and it wasn't 2 minutes, and that sumbitch just instantly, that truck just came up to,
it came up to power and everything. I'll be damned.
And I just inched her back out. I was on the side of the interstate, and I inched her back out, and sure enough, I had full power, and off I went and never had to do another thing.
The red heat bottle.
The red heat bottle, made for diesel. So I always carry one of those around.
I may throw one in there just for the hell of it.
I'm going to throw a 6-pack in for the way. I'll probably throw a 12-pack in for the way to New York.
So did you go to any barbecue contests this weekend?
Well, yeah, part of me did. I had my cousins cook my ribs.
Oh, them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Don't tell me.
Yeah.
Don't tell me.
Another one of those. We went to Emmitsburg. Great little contest. Went up Thursday.
Where's Emmitsburg at?
It's kind of up just almost to Okoboji.
Oh, of
Northwest Iowa.
Northwest Iowa.
Yep. And so I went up. The guys, the boys, Ben from Luscious Loins, they were cooking the sponsor dinner, which a couple of years ago, this contest, they were trying to figure out how do you get more sponsors. And years ago, Lou Miller at the Marshalltown contest, he used to go out and get all kinds of sponsors.
Sure.
And so Lou, he'd go out, and I said, you can't go to local small-town businesses and ask them for $1,000. You got to go ask them for $100 and $200, but you got to give them something.
Sure.
So I said, go to them and say, hey, donate $100, you get 2 tickets to the sponsor dinner, or 4 tickets to the sponsor dinner, and you
Sure.
get $500, you get 10 tickets or whatever.
Right.
And then go get some meat donated and some sides donated and have some cooks come in and cook up a sponsor dinner. So for the first couple of years, that's what, we did. She got Steph up there. She got Fairway to donate the meat. And I know a guy over at Smoky D's, he donated all the sides.
Right.
And we cooked those up and had a little sponsor dinner. And, the first year she only got 15, 20 people to show up, which was fine. But this year, we had it for 75. So there was still a guy at Smoky D's that, he knew a guy with some sides.
Sides, right.
And then had some ribs and pork loin. So went up and cooked some ribs and pork loin off. And did some beans and mac and cheese. And Ben, he had his mom said, well, what about, I got all kinds of cucumbers. What about if we did some cucumber and onion salad? And he goes, that'd be great.
Boy.
Brought some cucumber and onion salad and, got all done with the catering and everything. And Ben looks at me and goes, hey, the cucumber and onion's still over there in the refrigerator.
Oops. How many sponsors did they end up have come to this?
I don't know how many sponsors, but they had some that couldn't get there. But they said, hey, we got guys working out in the field, but do you mind if we come get 15 plates and take them to go?
Sure.
So they were able to utilize it. And
good.
it was still a small little deal, but they went through almost all the food, I think. So
good.
That was a good thing. But nice little contest. And, so after that, we all kind of got together and, it's kind of one of those go support the local economy. So we all took the car seats out of the minivans and of the moms, and we jump in the minivans, and they take us to the local bar who gives us a bunch of drink tickets. And so we went up to the bar and till the bar closed, I think.
Oh boy.
No, I didn't have anything to drink, but let's just say some of us did. Some of us that I was associated with had a lot to drink.
A lot to drink. I can almost imagine some of those
let's
people.
just say some of us had probably too much to drink.
No.
Yeah. Almost to the point that some of our group had to be escorted out of the bar because they had had so much to drink that they kind of wanted to start a bar fight.
Oh boy.
And us responsible people that weren't drinking, me, was able to get in front of it and kind of
get it defused.
Approach the situation and say, hey, let's go for a minivan ride.
Oh, okay. That's kind of like, oh yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's do that. That sounds like fun. Let's go for a ride in the minivan. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
But it was
it
was a late night. I think so the last group finally went to bed at 3:30 in the morning, I think.
Holy tomato.
Oh, God.
Yeah. They don't realize that Darren got up at 3:45 in the morning.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, but fun was had by all.
Well, that's the main thing.
Fun was had by all. We let's just say Friday was a much more mellow day.
Right.
We had our annual pocket cheeseburger feed that started a few years ago, where we go to A&W and we get about 30 cheeseburgers. And we used to walk around with them. And we used to do this like at 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And we walk around with them in our pockets. And we'd just be walking around from place to place. And we go, hey, you want a cheeseburger? And we'd hand them a cheeseburger.
Sure.
And so now it's kind of our way of greeting new teams. So teams that we don't know or have never been there, we walk around and, hey, you want a cheeseburger? And we get them a cheeseburger. And so we got a bunch of cheeseburgers and we smash them. We pre-smash them and then put them in our pocket because they fit in much better if you smash them.
Right.
And so the best move was I was giving a cheeseburger to Hogline, Dustin from Hogline, and I got ready to hand him his cheeseburger, and I said, "Oh wait, this one's not smashed enough." So I put it on top of a cooler and I sat on it. And then the ketchup squirted all over the cooler and my
Oh.
ass. So then I handed it to him and I said, "This one may not have as much condiments on it, but it'll still taste the same."
There you go.
And so he opens it up and starts eating it. And he gets about 2 bites. And I said, "Hey, wait a second. Hang on. Hand me that back." And I grabbed the cheeseburger back from him and I swiped the cooler with the ketchup and gave it back to him. And he continued to eat it.
God damn.
But it was pretty good. You know, we fought a lot of flies. They had the fair the week before.
Oh boy.
Mm.
That's never
at
good.
the fairgrounds. So it was Fly City.
Blasted
But
flies. They're
and
bad
it was
everywhere.
hot. It was hotter than shit. I didn't even turn the air conditioner on in the barbecue trailer. I was like, what's the sense?
Right.
Sure, he wasn't with me. So it was like, why? You're just going to get hot, then cold, then hot, then cold. Just left it off, cooked
Sure.
without it.
Sure.
But in the end, had a decent cook. Hit first place in chicken.
Oh, congratulations.
Chicken's been kind of on a roll. I
Oh,
did
the
my
rope
usual.
on the ghost.
Did my usual. Open the lid to rotate the chicken after about 10 minutes, and the skin had all shrunk back up. So I pulled the old reseason trick that we did last time, and it actually turned out really well.
Now, what was that reseason trick again?
Well, you know, so it pulled back, and so it looked really white. So I sprayed the ends of the chicken with some spray Pam, and then I reseasoned it.
Oh, okay.
And so by the time I got done cooking, you really couldn't tell what was skin and what was meat. And shit, I think I turned in 3 of those pieces that we had that I reseasoned. And then the chicken, I went to wrap it about 11 o'clock. And when I went to wrap it, I'd put it on at 9:30 in the morning. And evidently it must have been cooking a little hotter, or the chicken was a little smaller, because I was trying to finish my chicken to about 196 degrees.
Okay.
So at 11 o'clock, I just take it off and I'm going to wrap it. So I thought, well, I'll just put a probe in this and put the probe in it, and I'm at 193.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
like, wow, this is running a little early. So T-Rex is next to me, or otherwise known as Muhammad Ali,
Oh, okay.
the king of the bar
gotcha.
fights, king of the bar fighter. Anyway, I said, well, I'm just going to let this go ahead and just sit out on the. Did we lose Randy?
No, I'm here.
No.
I'm I'm listening.
He's okay.
It's just his face.
We lost his face.
Oh no, like that's just how he looks. He's just sitting there.
I was
So anyway,
interested.
so I said, I'm going to let this sit on the counter here for a few minutes before I wrap it and try and let the temperature come down. Well,
Right.
then I got busy talking.
No.
Forgot it was on the counter for about 10 minutes. And I'm like, well, so I went back. I'd already put the probe in it, and my 193 chicken was already down to about 175.
Well, that's eatable.
Yeah, so I went ahead and covered it and put it back in the cooker, and then I checked it 10 minutes later, and my 175 chicken had fell to 165.
Oh, okay.
It's amazing how that stuff drops like that. But I'm like, well, I'll be okay. It was already close to being done when I thought I was going to wrap it, but I put it back in there and I just watched it, and by God, it came right back up to where I wanted it to, just in time.
Really?
It was just a perfectly executed plan. It was
Did you know it was pretty good chicken?
Yeah. I actually turned it in and then ate a piece.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I thought it was pretty decent chicken. It was just politically correct.
There you go. That's a Marla term. So first place in chicken. That was great.
First place in chicken, and then we got to ribs. And ribs I've been struggling with. It's been a struggle. I've been on this 15th and 16th place rib kick.
Right.
And so I'm like trying to figure out, am I getting these things too tender or not tender enough? And
right.
talking to people, and they're like, well, we've been maybe a little under, has been scoring better than a little over.
Sure.
So I'm like, okay, I'm going to maybe pull these out a little early. So I pulled them out a little early. Well, I can tell you that under is not scoring.
Really?
30th out of 31 teams.
Ouch.
Yeah. So much that 14th place in ribs, and I win the contest. But instead, I get 8th place in the contest.
Yikes.
Huh.
Yeah, so they were a little bitey, evidently.
So as the old story goes, an over always beats an under.
I think an over is going to beat an under. An over is going to beat an under. I thought my pork was decent. It kind of hit. I got second on the table, but it hit 17th.
Oh, really?
That's one of your shake your head, just move on.
Right.
Brisket, my burnt ends were really good. My slices were they were okay, according to other people that tasted, because I don't taste this shit.
Right.
I ended up hitting 7th in brisket. And, of course, that little bastard Hogline who we always dollar bet with, I get 7th, and I'm like, just might as well hand my dollar because I know he's going to get 6th or 5th. And sure enough, he hit 5th.
Did he really?
Yeah. So anyway, hit 8th overall. Hot Daddies won. It was kind of anybody's game. There was really only
Wasn't
a
anybody
couple people.
standing out?
Nope, nobody was standing out. There was a lot of people with 2 calls. Matty Max, I'm not sure if he ended up getting a 3rd call or not. He had 2 pretty high calls. Hot Daddy, Matty Max got reserve.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He had an interesting cook, came over in the morning, early in the morning, and when I was up lighting the pit at 4:30 in the morning, and he looked at me and I said, what? He goes, my generator died. I said, what? He goes, yeah, my generator died. Well,
Ooh.
his wife and his bulldog or Frenchie or whatever sitting in the trailer, and I'm like, oh my God. I said, Matt, grab my generator. It's right here. I'm not using it. Oh, no, Matt, grab my generator. That's what it's here for. It's a backup plan. Always have a backup plan. He goes, yeah, I got a backup plan. I got another generator, but the cord to it's sitting at home.
Oh, shit.
So anyway, we were able to get my generator over to him, and which was the same generator he has, and fired him up and able to get some air conditioning on the wife because you know what? Happy wife, happy life, right?
Right. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway.
Don't you forget it.
Yeah, so he ended up having a good cook. So it's funny thing that came out of this deal is out of the top 5 teams, he hadn't cooked contest in a few months. Busy doing other things and kids and whatever.
Sure.
And so he hadn't cooked. Sin Circle had only cooked like 1 contest in the last, I think, maybe year. And Hogline, he hadn't cooked hardly all summer long because his kid playing baseball.
Okay.
3 of the top 5 teams had hardly cooked at all this year.
I'll be damned.
They're fresh.
They're fresh? You think that's what you think they're fresh? Or you
Yeah,
think
they're
they're fresh?
I think they're fresh. I think they took a needed probably break and were able to come back and actually enjoy it a little bit more because they hadn't done it in a long time. So they're like, oh, look, it's fun to be back. Instead of
Not overthinking it?
Yeah, instead of doing it with I know what would you say the reason you do barbecue competitions nowadays is?
I do it. I really do it for the fun.
But we talk about like how you go to like a lot of competitions that are like, ways to get you into the jack and stuff. So I feel like deep down a part of you still is in it to win. Just a little bit. Deep down. Just it's okay to admit it.
Everybody likes to win.
Sure they do.
But everybody likes to win, but some people there's a lot of teams out there that are if they don't win, they're upset.
Red ass.
Red ass. But I've always said for a long, long time that I don't care if I win. I mean, do I love to win? Yeah, I love to win. You want to be competitive. I want to be competitive because if I can't be competitive, then I don't want to do it, which requires you to do it quite a bit to be competitive. But as long as one of my friends wins,
Well, what I
then I'm
mean,
happy.
okay, so then maybe it's more of like they came in, like they were able to take a needed break that they probably didn't even realize they needed and think about other things and not everything wasn't revolving around barbecue. Like, it, I mean, I know you have other restaurants, but like your whole life is barbecue still. So like they went and just took a break for a while
Yeah.
and came into it with a fresh. I think if Randy were to go into it right now, maybe he'd be great. Maybe.
No, I wouldn't. No, no.
Not
Hey,
with
Randy, want to come cook ribs this week?
not with that attitude. I don't know, but I think it's yeah, you prevent yourself from a burnout when you take a necessary break like that. I'm not saying that you're burnt out, but and it might not feel like it in the moment, but maybe that's why, you're not doing as good as you would like all the time because you're just like doing it to do it. Like they're doing it with a purpose now. You know what I mean? Because they're like, oh, I haven't. They know what it's. I don't know. I don't know. I could just be fucking
Yeah.
saying stupid
Kind of
shit.
like, well, you talk about doing it with a purpose. Remember last week we talked about Parrot Head,
Right.
how the guy could just come out of nowhere at any one moment and win.
Hmm.
Yep.
That sumbitch goes to Wyoming this weekend, out of nowhere, and hits a 700 and wins.
There you go. I just saw that before we went online.
And gives himself a 1 in 2 chance at the jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty
I don't know.
excited.
Besides being the 1 in 2 chance, it's the fact that he got a 700 score.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty crazy.
Well, that's really become depends where you're at in part of the
Oh,
country.
I mean that
Okay.
makes sense.
Okay.
I
How
mean,
do you?
like yesterday we had a 688 one, which was extremely low. But there was
Okay.
a lot of finicky judges. We had a friend, we had a couple of friends that were judging.
You friends?
We actually had a team that had judged and come back and he says, I'm a pretty lenient judge. I give out a lot of nines and whatever. And he said, I was on this table that was just horrible. And it
And
just comes to believe, I mean, and I got a comment card in ribs. And he goes, let me see that comment card. This was after the contest was over. He goes, yep, that was my table.
oh,
And he goes, there was a judge on that table, a master judge,
Master judge.
that never gave out a 9 all day long.
Wow.
And he's like, no, I very rarely give out a 9. You better, if they're going to get a 9, they better like spectacularly impress me. Well, that's not what the rules say.
No.
That's not the way they're trained.
Hmm.
But, I mean, this table was like way low score. And of
I'll be
course, I
damned.
turned in shitty ribs on top of a low score.
So
Yeah.
that even added
But
more
there was
fuel to
guys
fire.
that were on that table that turned in what they thought were really good ribs and still got killed.
So it was just a bad table.
It was
yeah,
just
that's what it
overall
sounds
bad.
like.
Even though one guy turned in ribs and got 4th on the table, or he got 4th place out of it. But then the rest of us were 17th and 29th and 30th, 31st. I mean, just
Right.
way down there.
Sure. So now, why back to this 700 club? Why do you say it's harder to get a 700 down? Why is it so much easier to get a 700 in Wyoming as of compared to down here? Is it because the judges are more hard ass or
Well,
what?
no, it's not necessarily harder in Wyoming, but you just see different. I'm not sure if it has to do with the age of the judges or how new they are or whatever. It used to be, we used to see that in Minnesota. we used to see Minnesota had huge, huge scores.
High
And then
scores.
high scores. And then Wisconsin never, ever could break the 700.
Really?
Ever. I mean, I think I was the first guy ever to hit a 700 in Wisconsin.
I'll be
They made a
damned.
big deal out of it. I'm like, what? Yeah, you're first ever to get a 700 in Wisconsin. And, so there are these shifts. And I think, it's just the old school judges, there was a lot of 700s in the old school judges
Uh-huh.
because everything started with a 9 and you judge down from there.
Down,
Well,
right. Oh, I see your point.
and then you get to where people, if judges were trained in the system that were, you go up, but you start with a 7 and you go up or down. Well, if you're starting with a 7, that's a 7 and 9 may be saying the same thing. So
Right.
you're not going to get 700s. So
I see your point on the new judging, how they're trained.
even though they're trained a different way and they're retrained, I still think there's still problems there that you still get people that haven't been retrained and you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
There's the point right there. I think you could retrain them, but again, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, and they're going to stay with. You can't convince me they're not gonna go on the high side a little bit more. As of a new guy's like, oh no, we got to go on the low side.
Yeah. So you see high numbers. I mean, sometimes you see 710s and 712s, and then you see states that are, running 680s for winning.
What is a perfect score across the board? What would that be? A 712
720.
720 is perfect.
Yep.
Okay.
720.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we're going to lick our wounds after Emmitsburg. We're really not licking wounds. We had a hell of a fun time. Or I had a hell of a
That's
fun
the main
time.
thing.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to trim a doubleheader. There's this week we're going to take a little road trip.
Really?
We're going to head out to New York.
New York.
Yep. So I just left the motorhome hooked up to the trailer, and Sherry and I are going to hop in Wednesday morning early, and we're going to head east out to New York to Port Jervis, New York.
Now, where's that at?
Somewhere northwest of the cities.
Okay.
Of New York City. There's the Grand American Barbecue, which is an invitational and open.
Okay.
So Saturday's an invitational. I think it's a barbecue festival, and they tried to make this into a huge event, but I'm not sure it turned into a huge event.
Okay.
So there's only 38 teams signed up for Saturday for the invitational.
Wow.
And so 38 of us are vying for $50,000 in prize money.
Wow.
On Saturday.
That'll pay some diesel fuel.
And then there's an open on Sunday, which I think probably brings another 10 or 15 teams. So we'll probably have, 50 teams or whatever on Sunday. And then the prize money goes down to about $15,000 for Sunday.
Which is nothing to sneeze at.
Nothing to sneeze at. So between here and next Saturday, I'm going to learn how to cook ribs.
There you go.
And you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to change a damn thing except for I'm going to make sure I cook the damn ribs.
Uh-huh.
Because I've had a lot of people send me stuff on ribs and send me recipes, and I'm not going to change recipes because I talked to a bunch of people that are scoring in ribs, and you know what they're doing?
What?
They're cooking the same ribs I taught them how to cook. They're just cooking them better.
Just cooking them longer, and you think.
So I just got to cook them better. I just got to get them done. I just don't think I'm getting them done, and I think there's little things that I'm doing now that I never used to do in my processes.
Right.
That I just got to, for years, I used to check the temperature of my ribs through the foil. I used to poke through the foil and check my temperature. I never once opened that foil until those ribs I thought were done.
Right.
I don't do that anymore. Now I open it up and check, and I lose all that steam, and I lose all that
goody.
goodie, and it takes. And I think that's costing me. I just need to go back to checking through the foil. I'm not sure why I did that. Not sure why I did that, but that dawned to me this morning. I'm like, hey, dumbass, poke through the foil. Let it keep going.
And then kind of squeeze her back together a little bit there.
Yeah. I don't even care about let her leak all over the place. I don't give a shit.
Huh.
Who gives this?
But
Crap.
I feel like I'm pretty good cooking, and it's just tenderness that's killing me. They don't mind the taste. It's the
They like the
tenderness
taste
killing
and
me.
flavor and that.
So, but tenderness, they're just whacking me.
Huh.
What?
Yep. So anyway, but yeah, so we got a couple days of I was smart last week when I was making sauces and mixing together my dry injections and everything. I did three of everything. So I've got all that stuff is all done, ready to go. So
Good.
I just got
Good.
2 days of massive meat trimming because I never want to leave home without having my meat trimmed. So
Sure.
we'll throw that in. And last night,
How
when I
long do you
got
reckon
home,
it'll take you to drive out there?
it says it's about a 16-hour pull, so it'll probably take 18, I'm guessing 18, 19.
Right.
So I figure if I can knock out 14 in the first day or so,
How far do you plan on driving?
I don't know, somewhere out east of Toledo. Sherry's like, well, you booking a campground? I'm like, no. Well, you're 60 foot long. And I'm like, I might get 8 hours down the road and I might be tired. Or I might
Nothing
be
wrong with pulling over and taking a nap.
or I might be
Amen.
or I might be 14 hours into it and say, I'm raring to go.
Right.
So, I don't know. We're just going to see. I'm not going to book anything. I mean,
Free spirit.
free spirit. I mean, we
Free
don't
spirit.
really have to. We really don't have to be there until Friday afternoon, but we're going to try and get in there Thursday afternoon. So
That'll be
be
nice.
it'll be fun.
That would be nice. Road trips.
Yep.
Road trip.
Who doesn't love a good road trip?
Sherry said she just went and bought 2 books today, so she'll keep me. She'll be fine. I won't have to turn on the radio or anything, so I'll be good.
Excellent.
Right. You'll be good in that. So
I'm going on
She'll
a road
keep-
trip this weekend.
she'll keep.
You are.
Where are you
Yeah.
going?
Chicago.
Oh boy.
Chicago.
Wear your flak jacket. Wear your
You
flak
taking
jacket.
Kotex and Tampax with you or no?
No. So what you're calling my dogs now?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. They're staying here.
Kotex.
I got a friend watching them for 2 days, and then my sister's coming to watch them for 2 days. So
Man, you are a social butterfly.
I know this is the last thing I'm gonna do without him. I think yeah, this should be the last thing without him. We just planned a trip to the lake, but I was like, guys, if we're going to the lake, the dogs have to come. And they were like, we should go on a hiking trip, and I was like, great, we have to get a dog friendly Airbnb. The dogs have to come from now on. Maybe not from now on, but for a while at least. My sweet, sweet Maybelle might have a little bit of the separation anxiety, some would say.
So what are you going to Chicago for?
Lollapalooza.
Any certain bands going to be playing there that you're wanting to see, or
Nope. I'm going because my friend was going to go with her sister, and her sister backed out. She was like, hey, I really want to go. And I was like, cool,
good for you?
I'll go. Why not? You only live once. I love good
Only
music
live
festival.
once.
Yeah, I did. She was like, I know you said you'd never go to a music festival again. I was like, I'll go for you. It's okay.
Especially
more won't hurt.
Lollapalooza.
I mean, it'll be an experience.
Yeah, I've always heard it has been.
And we're
Always
taking
wanted to go to there.
Saturday off because there was nobody we liked. So we're going to take Saturday to regroup after going to concerts all day, Thursday and Friday.
Where do they hold that at?
Grant Park.
Grant Park. It's right there in the
Downtown in the loop.
downtown. Just
Kind of on the
Smack dab in the
lakefront.
middle. Yep.
Kind of on the lakefront by the Ferris
Yeah.
wheel.
Back south of it a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
Hmm.
In that general vicinity, where like pretty much a lot of the Chicago stuff is, like the actual Chicago, like downtown things.
When's it get over?
Sunday night at 11:45 p.m.
I'm just planning my travel back. I don't want to be caught in that shit.
It'll be fine. You'll be fine. We're driving through the night. Anyway.
When I came home last night, I pulled over at the Casey's truck stop here to fuel up, and there was 6 tour buses of Ragbryers
Oh, really?
God.
that they were transporting, from eastern Iowa back to western Iowa to get to their bikes, and they had all stopped at this Casey's.
Oh, boy.
And they had been there for a while, I think, and there was just a stream of people. I mean, the line, and I never even went inside. I just got fuel.
Do you think they'll ever change the days of Ragbri?
No.
Because a lot of people are starting. I mean, I guess I'm sure people complain every year, but this year I just like really noticed it. Like
What are
everyone's
they
like,
complaining
'Cause it was
about?
hot.
well, we just do it. They always do it the hottest week of the year.
Well, it just,
Yeah, but they got to have the corn. They got to have the corn tall. Otherwise, there's no place to poop.
That doesn't feel like
Yeah.
the answer.
What do you mean?
But that doesn't seem like the correct thought process. I don't know. I was
It's the
just
thought process.
because it is. I mean, they do have it on the hottest day of the year or the hottest week of the year every year.
What? Yeah,
Two people died this year.
This week it looks like it's going to break. It can be in the 70s.
yeah,
Thank God. Well, not today. Not today.
because the ride's over with, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And
ended
it
yesterday.
Yesterday, and they were hauling them back to get their
Pulling
stuff.
them back to wherever.
I'll be
Yeah.
damned. So I bet you the Casey's was hopping.
Always is. Always is.
No thanks.
No thanks.
I can't believe the amount of old people
Yeah.
that were coming on those tour buses.
Really?
Oh my God, I can't believe it. I mean, shit, they could hardly walk. Well, they could hardly walk because they've been riding a damn bike for a week. And they don't
Right.
necessarily ride every single mile. Some people ride 20 miles a day. Some people ride the whole route.
Yes, yeah. It's just
What,
interesting.
they'll ride to a
It's
town
just
and then
just
just
like a-
kind of hang out?
Yeah.
You can ride along wherever, and then they'll pick you up, and there's shuttles that'll throw your bike on and throw you in a van and take you to the final destination town.
It's just such a fascinating thing.
Yeah,
What
it's
we do here.
It's a well coordinated effort. They've got it down.
It's been going on for years, hasn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
long time. How many years has Ragbri been going? Let me look.
I don't know.
I think I looked at this last time we talked about Ragbri.
For those that don't know, Ragbri is the Register's annual Great Bike Ride across Iowa, where they dip their toe in the Missouri, dip their bike in the Missouri River on a Sunday, and then ride across the state of Iowa, going from town to town to town, sleeping in tents and RVs and motorhomes, and eating in churches. And there's a whole group of vendors that follow the route, and then there's local vendors, and they ride through these towns, and they all have a local celebration surrounding the bike. And they just, it's just thousands and thousands of people that ride this route. And then you have some unofficial riders, which they've tried to get rid of, where people would just go hop in and ride for the day, but it became kind of a safety issue. But some people just bar hop the entire way.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they start drinking at 6, 7 in the morning, and they drink all day long. And then they get to the point where they can't ride a bike anymore, and they throw them on, their bus. They have all these team buses, and team buses pick them up, and they just take them, pass out, and take them to their next final destination.
I'll be damned.
So, yeah. So, it's been going on for 52 years. First
Wow.
ride was in 1973, started by 2 Des Moines journalists. This year was the first year that they actually went into Minnesota
Yeah, they
a
rode
little bit.
10 miles into Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. They did. They
I
did
think
like
they
the
just did.
higher part of the state.
I think they just did that because the register's super liberal and they wanted to get up into the liberal state. That's why they did that.
There you go. Yeah,
No.
that sounds like it to me. Bastards.
Well, and I should have known that it was 52 years because they went through Des Moines for like the 50th year. That was like the whole thing. And that was 2 years ago. Because I think we actually talked about it all on this podcast.
We vended once
Yep.
when it come through, and we learned a very thing about vending. Never set up vending at the bottom of a hill.
Nope.
We were set up at a winery at the bottom of a hill.
Don't
They
stop.
just slide on past.
Because people, when they see a hill, they go down the hill
And
and
they keep
they
going.
do everything they can to get to the top of the hill, and then they stop.
Yes, you should be at the top of the hill.
You got to be at the top of the hill. Well, the winery that wanted us to vend was at the bottom of the hill.
That's
So
tough.
vending wasn't too good.
No.
But the restaurant still does pretty good.
Yeah.
When they come through. Because people can go off.
So let's talk about vending, Randy. So how was the state fair?
It wasn't the state fair. It was just a county fair.
County fair.
Yeah,
county fair.
County fair.
County fair.
Well, that was 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
2 weeks ago. But did we talk about it much last week?
Yeah, you said it was not.
It sucked.
Yeah. Well, I think when we recorded last week, you were going into the weekend because we recorded early.
You were going into the weekend. Yeah.
And it got worse.
Oh,
it got worse.
It got worse?
I didn't know that was possible. It was already pretty rough, sounded like.
Well, we recorded on Friday.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And Friday night was a concert, the country and western concert. And Gary Allen and had a phenomenal day. Phenomenal.
Okay, so Friday was great.
And no rain.
Love.
Come Saturday, that was the Illinois Sanctioned Tractor Pullers and Truck Pullers Association. They had their big truck pull Saturday night. You couldn't walk across a track. It was so muddy. You'd be up to your ankles in mud. And it was so wet. We went home at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We closed at 1 and went home because there wasn't anybody out there. Well, when they canceled the truck pull, when they canceled the truck and tractor pull, there was no reason for anybody to come out, and it was a mud lolly anyway. So then,
Mud lolly.
Mud lolly. Then on Sunday, which was the Demo Derby, it rained more.
That's the demolition.
You mean demo?
Derby.
I was going to say demo. Do you mean
demo?
Yeah,
it's a Demo Derby.
Demo Derby.
Well, same thing.
But different.
The Derby. But it rained, and we went up at about 12:30, 1 o'clock, and got the truck and brought it home. Everything was canceled because the grounds were so wet. There was no place for people to park and everything. So most of the concessionaires came in Sunday afternoon and got their trailers and hauled them home.
Yeah.
So, you can't be pissed off at the organizer because they did everything they could. They did everything they possibly could do, but Mother Nature was just not on their side. They said this was the first year in 10 years that they ever had to cancel an event at the fair.
Yeah.
So, will we go back? Probably. If I have help, we'll probably go back and do it again. So, hopefully the weather will be on our side. So,
yeah, that's crazy. The amount of the rain is just stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid. The amount.
It's real bad right now.
I saw in eastern Iowa yesterday or whatever, the Muscatine, over in Muscatine, they had the fair.
Right.
They got so much rain, they were walking out the sheep out of the sheep barn and shit, just an ankle, just up to their bellies. They were walking them out, trying to get them out of the barns.
Wow.
What a fucking mess.
And probably after this, I think it's all this rain's supposed to quit this week and humidity go down. It's supposed to be nice, and it'll probably be sunshiny and nice for the rest through harvest.
Yeah, I saw, we're heading east, and I saw the weather's supposed to turn. Tuesday's supposed to be really warm, and then Wednesday I saw it was supposed to be high in the middle 70s, and I started looking, and the wind's supposed to be out of the east about 25 mile an hour on Wednesday morning.
Okay.
Well,
Right into it.
Guess who's going to head east with a
Yeah.
40-foot motorhome pulling a 24-foot trailer? Yep, that'd be me.
Yep,
and which I'm glad, because I was looking at our schedule for the month of August, and I think we've got 14 different field days, crop field days.
Yeah.
This month.
Oh.
Yeah. Groups coming in, and then some big pioneers got a big one they're having. I think it's almost 300 people. And then August is heavy catering for the agricultural markets. So
that's good.
Yeah, it's real good. And we've picked up some new ones this year, so that we haven't had in the past. So it's kind of nice.
That's funny. So I just got a text from Dan Eklund, who is a friend of ours, a longtime friend of ours, and he's in the ag business, actually.
Mm-hmm.
We've catered, he's retired now, but for Kruger Seeds.
Okay.
And he was an agronomist and all kinds of stuff. And so he sends me a text. He saw this, and he said I had to laugh. It was a thing on TV about salary needed to live comfortably. And this was, for some reason, the state of Utah. I'm not sure if he's out in Utah or whatever, but it said if you're a single adult, you need to make $89,575 to live comfortably.
Mm-hmm. Right.
The national average is $93,933.
Really?
If you're two working adults with two children, you need to make $190,505.
Wow.
And if you're a barbecue hobbyist, you need to make $743,663.
Amen.
I think that's closer to $1 million.
Yeah.
I think that's closer to $1 million.
So, generators running. So we got the truck out, and the boys will be taking the truck out, and even pulling one of them off the truck to help me cater. And
good.
We'll be busy this week. So.
Yep, I got my battery. My battery arrived on.
Oh, your lithium?
RV. Yep, my lithium arrived. So,
are you going to put it in or not?
Yeah. Yep.
Not much of a project to put it in?
Nope. Well, never say never.
Yeah.
But no, shouldn't be.
Good deal.
Hey, you guys.
All right. We got anything else?
I don't think so. I'm really pissed off with my audio. So sorry to all of the listeners, because I'm sure it sounds like crap, and I'm going to get really mad re-listening to this later when I'm editing, and I'm going to be like, wow, what a stupid sound. So,
yeah.
Anyway, but it's fine. We're fine. I'm fine. It's fine.
Oh, on a side note, I believe the June bugs are done with.
They're done with? We never got them that I saw.
Oh, we had them terrible. I have to clean. I'm turning the lights off in the shed and the outside lights off. They're so bad. They're just thick getting in there, and they're little bastards are everywhere.
Ooh.
June bugs. Yeah. I asked my Orkin guy, I said, he was out, and I said, what the fuck are these little things? I think he smokes a little bit. He gave me one of them. They're fucking June bugs. So, but I'm thinking about leaving the lights back on tonight just to see if they've passed through.
Just
kind of
to test them.
Kind of like the bicycle riders. They've passed through, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, if you guys don't have anything else, we can wrap
We
her
do.
up for the day.
Wrap her up.
Okay.
Okie doke.
Well, if you haven't already, follow us on social media at Cue the Mic Pod. Like us, follow us, subscribe, do all the things. And you can find us on YouTube at Cue the Mic Podcast. You know the drill. Randy, take it away, my guy.
Boom. Out of here. Finished.
Pretty aggressive. Boom. We're gone.
Boom. We're gone. Adios.
We'll see you guys next week.
Hey guys, editing Emma again. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and just wanted to remind you one more time that there will not be an episode on August 4th. No episode next Monday. I know it's not the end of the world, I promise. We will be back on August 11th. So, just be patient. It'll be great. We'll be back.